many people? How many people in India? Oh, um, I think it's 1.2 billion people. 1.2 billion people are in India alone. It's crazy. Just in India, one country. Yeah, that's too many. Conversely, um, the USA has 380 million people. That's a third of the amount of people, right? That's still just too many people. Suriname has 600,000 people. There's like nobody here, right? So there's no crowd. There's no crowd anywhere. I mean, there's some traffic, but there's no crowd, right? You can walk. You can. It's very peaceful. How the hell did you get so rich in such in a slow amount of time? Okay, Aiden, if you want to ask me questions, then go ahead, bro. That's why I'm live. Okay, cool. Um, Let me answer your question. Okay, so for one, I'll tell you my story real quick. So, how did I make money? In the first instance, one, I knew that I didn't want a job. A job wasn't going to get me rich fast. So then I had to get into one of the big three: real estate, business, or investments. That's what I had to get into. Okay, that's the first thing. So then when I was a teenager, at 15, I decided that I wanted to retire early before I was 30. So then I needed money, so I had to find a job. But while I had a job, I was starting businesses. I started every business that I could possibly get my hands on. I was a photographer. I taught music. I did website design. I did carpet cleaning. I did house painting. What else did I do? I started a social media page, right? Did everything I could think of, everything. And then I failed at a couple. And then eventually I found property management. I was so I got to college and I was staying in a bedroom that I could not afford. I moved out of that bedroom and put that bedroom on Airbnb. And that's when I realized, oh, I could actually make money by renting places that aren't mine. But then eventually, using all of the applications, Airbnb, VRBO, direct booking, Facebook Marketplace, what actually ended up happening is that I took over that home and I was making money, more money, staying home than my professors made college. So I was making money while I was a sophomore. Then fast forward, I said, okay, what if I could take over other people's homes? And I started to do that. I moved from one bedroom to one house to two houses to five houses to 10 houses. And eventually I got to about 20 something houses, which is where I am right now. And so then they manage themselves and et cetera, et cetera. And so then now I make a lot of money. Um, and people are, I have teams at each of these properties and they're managing it really, really well. So then that's how I was able to make some money in a small amount of time. And then using that real estate money, of course, I was able to take that money and put it into stocks, into crypto, and other things. You don't just keep your money in one place. That's when you diversify. So there you go. How much money? Ha ha ha. That's a it's a very Fed question. Seven figures, I'll tell you that. But a Fed, you must be the Fed. I'm not answering that question. Are you crazy? Let me tell you something. Giving him advice all the time, he'll be using. He just wants me to go with him by his YouTube. That's where I got my name from. Which one is the best? Which one was the best? What do you mean? Oh, which business was the best? Okay, that's a great question. Obviously, real estate was the best for me. I tried YouTube automation. I tried Amazon FBA. I tried a Shopify store at one point. I also wrote a book. I'm an author. I have two books right now. One of them is a bestseller. I'm writing my third book, so I haven't published that yet, but it's almost pretty much done, actually. Um, but yeah, these are a bunch of stuff that I've done, and just trying everything to make as much money as possible. And that was my goal, just to make as much money as possible, in a way that could sustain itself. And so then in America, it's so easy to get your hands on capital. It's so easy to get your hands on a bunch of money because credit cards are so widely accessible. But most people take credit cards and they buy shoes or vacations. I don't do that. I take credit cards, I take loans, and then I use that to start businesses. I use the bank's money to buy stuff that makes me money. And then so that's a very simple process. And I teach people how to do this. I'm not selling you anything. That's what I'm doing. But I'm just saying that it's very doable and it's especially